Welcome to AI Bedtime Stories. Today's story is called The Grandmother's Rebellion. In the thriving democracy of Veridonia, where the lush valleys and towering peaks framed a land rich in resources and culture, the people were governed by a council of representatives. These representatives were elected by the citizens to ensure fair and just governance. However, in recent years, the council had become increasingly corrupt, prioritizing their own interests over those of the people. In the small town of Lystra, nestled in the heart of Veridonia, lived a remarkable woman named Eleanor Greystone. Eleanor was a vibrant and wise grandmother, known affectionately by the townsfolk as Gorgeous Grandma. Despite her age, she had a sharp mind and an unwavering spirit, attributes that had earned her respect and admiration throughout the town. Eleanor had always been a pillar of her community, advocating for justice and equality. She had watched with growing concern as the council's corruption deepened, affecting the livelihoods of her friends and family. On the eve of National Gorgeous Grandma Day, a day celebrating the wisdom and beauty of grandmothers, Eleanor decided it was time to take action. The following morning, Eleanor gathered her friends and family in the town square. With a determined glint in her eye, she addressed the crowd. "We have celebrated our grandmothers for their wisdom and love, but today, we must also honor their courage. Our council has forgotten their duty to the people, and it is time we remind them who holds the true power in Veridonia." Her words ignited a spark of rebellion in the hearts of the townsfolk. Eleanor's plan was bold and unprecedented, a march to the capital city of Veridonia, demanding the resignation of the corrupt council members and the implementation of fair elections. Leading the march would be the grandmothers of Lystra, symbolizing the strength and resilience of the people. As the news of Eleanor's rebellion spread, towns and villages across Veridonia rallied to her cause. Grandmothers, grandfathers, parents, and children all joined the march, united by a common purpose. The journey to the capital was long and arduous, but Eleanor's unwavering resolve inspired everyone around her. On the final day of their march, the massive crowd arrived at the gates of the capital city. The sight was awe-inspiring. Thousands of people, led by a line of grandmothers holding banners and chanting for justice. Eleanor stood at the forefront, her head held high. The council, taken aback by the sheer number of protesters and the determination in their eyes, realized they could no longer ignore the people's demands. They agreed to meet with Eleanor and her delegation to discuss their grievances. Inside the grand hall of the council, Eleanor spoke with a voice that resonated with authority and conviction. "We, the people of Veridonia, demand the immediate resignation of all corrupt council members. We demand new elections, free from manipulation and deceit. And we demand transparency and accountability in our government." The council members, faced with the undeniable truth and the power of the people's unity, had no choice but to comply. They resigned en masse, paving the way for a new era of governance in Veridonia. Eleanor's victory was celebrated throughout the land. National Gorgeous Grandma Day took on a new significance, honoring not just the wisdom and beauty of grandmothers, but also their strength and courage. Eleanor became a national hero, her name synonymous with justice and integrity. With the new elections, Veridonia saw the rise of leaders who truly represented the will of the people. The corrupt practices of the past were dismantled, and a new era of transparency and fairness began. Eleanor continued to be an active voice in her community, ensuring that the lessons of the past were never forgotten. And so, in the annals of Veridonia's history, the story of the grandmother's rebellion became a beacon of hope and a reminder that true power lies with the people. Eleanor Greystone's legacy lived on, inspiring generations to stand up for justice and to always remember the strength and resilience that comes from unity and courage.